Hey everyone, Code B Magazine was live at Lollapalooza in Chicago, Illinois for its 30th anniversary. Take a look at who we interviewed. Sa-Rah. Thank you, first of all, for interviewing with Code B Magazine. This has been just a pleasure. So I'm really excited about that.
I'm excited too. Thank you for having me.
What is important to you that you represent in the music industry?
Someone with a strong point of view and a strong sense of self. I think all too often we see artists that are motivated by, money and, caught up in trends, and some people are almost like chameleons in the way that they change what they stand for, what kind of music they do, and all this stuff. They in order to chase a dollar or, chase fame or popularity. And it's always been key for me to be consistent, to remain consistent about telling my story and what I represent to, the listeners.
Yes. If you could give your younger self advice, what would it be?
You are so deserving of all the opportunity, access, space, and joy that the world has to offer. Despite your present situation or circumstances, there are better days ahead for you. Just trust your gut, trust your intuition, and know that you are an instrument of light destined to transform the world.
What helps you to get in the zone when you're writing a song? What inspires you the most?
I feel like artists who are, and it doesn't have to be musical artists, it's across disciplines, whether it's visual art or literary figures, just anyone who has been cutting edge and innovative, unafraid to shake the boat with, what's happening, out here in their genre, their field.
Yes.
Those are the people that get me motivated to create art. Like when I'm stuck or something like that, I'll pop in a documentary of Toni Morrison or like a visual artist Yayoi Kusama out of Japan, and just listen to their stories and listen to like how long their journey may have taken or what it took for them to understand how important their voice was and how important it was for them to just create for the sake of creating and not for a specific outcome. Like that's what inspires me.
So, how have you seen the seed of what you speak manifest or impact the lives of those around or just rap culture?
I think the most major way I've seen like my music or my message influence people or create kind of a ripple effect.
Yes.
Is in particular one of my songs Forever, which, surprising to me, got as popular as it did.
Why would you say it's surprising?
Just because you just never know what your song is going to do. You create a song. Not that I don't realize it's a dope song or like stand behind the message or whatever, but you just never know when you're creating if something's going to take off, if it's going to go viral or whatever.
Yes.
So when it took off, hearing people come up to me, contact me through Instagram, social media, or come up to me after shows and tell me like I had the same experience with like self-harm, people showing me their scars, people telling me that their daughters or sons or whatever were experiencing the same thing, people telling me I was on the verge of, even as deep as like suicide and stuff, and this song saved me, this song brought me back. And that is so powerful to me that something that I could say, my truth that I could share, it just speaks to like when we dig deeper within ourselves and we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, even for a moment, to show people that it's not always perfect. Like I go through things just like you, and when we share things that are not talked about often, you know, because we kind of like in music specifically, we like, there's like a few things we hit on. I'm dope, you know, I got this much money, I got, you know, this whole kind of I'm better than you, I'm doper than you mentality. And some of that, you know, that kind of bombastic kind of thing is a part of rap, you know, but which I do in my own way. But I think what's important to me is the music that I connected with emotionally, you know, those personal stories. And for me, sharing that personal story, which was hard for me to do, but the payoff was so incredible when I saw that people were like, thank you, because I was hiding that, you know. And for me, for so long, I hid my scars for so long. I would lie about the story, but now I'm like, I'm proud of what they are and what they represent.
So you feel like deliberated. You just feel,
exactly. I feel
free.
Validated and free that all of this was worth it. Like, that was a moment that I had to come to this understanding of who I was.
Yes.
And celebrating the beauty of that.
I love
scars
that.
And all.
I love that. Do you have any pre-performance rituals?
You know, I take my deep breaths. In particular, there's a breath called Ujjayi breath, which is just like a yogic breath that allows you to release like feelings of insecurities and allows you to release negative feelings.
Yes.
And kind of take in, like, you know, the power and the light of the universe. So I do those, and then my sage is always my pre-show rituals. I come out with my sage, but I'm making sure that I'm cleansing myself.
That's right.
Positive vibes only.
I love it. I love it. You're dedicated to upbringing of Black culture. What community or activism work are you involved in outside of your music?
Right now, I'm not like particularly activated with or associated with one group, but I continuously do work with a group called, out of Chicago actually, it's called Iman. And they work a lot with the community. They do a lot of work with formerly incarcerated individuals to kind of rehabilitate them.
Yes, I'm very familiar with them.
Reintegrate them into society. So I've done like several things with them, and I have a working relationship with them. And also Malcolm X grassroots movement out of Atlanta as well. So like we have connections. So if they're calling me to do something, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm there.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so very much for interviewing with Kobe Magazine.
Thank you.
It's been a great pleasure, actually, to get to know you and to see and to feel the type of person that you are. And to me, it's positive. You're inspiring. Our magazine is all about empowerment and reaching out to inspire a lot of women out here. And to me, you are that woman.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all are too. You are that woman as well. You know.
Thank you.
We need representation in many different, you know, genres and fields. So y'all having that magazine is incredible. So I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.